Hi, Nick Collier here, and this is my shop. Come join me. We'll have some fun. Okay, the next set of holes are two holes here and here and threaded 1224. And on the rotary table, we find 0, which is right down the center of any one of these, and then we go 3 degrees this way and 3 degrees this way. And we are at 6,700, so we're going to find 0, and then let's just go 3 degrees. There's 4, there's 3. Oh, let's speed that up. Okay, so what we have here is we're going every 60 degrees, and I've already marked my 60 degree point, and that is this little white dot right there. You can kind of see it. And so we're going 3 degrees either side of that dot, so there's 1, 2, 3. Now what we're going to do is come back to the other side of the dot, 1, 2, 3. And then we take the dial here, and you can kind of just see it, and bring it up to 1 minute, and then lock it in place, and it's ready to rip. Let's swing up. There you go. All right, we're going to rotate around to the next 60 degree point. And there it is coming up. And we're going to do 3 degrees. There's 4, there's 3. And then we bring our number up to a minute. All right, so we've done our 360 degrees, and we need to take our drill bit out, and this whole thing needs to be tapped. And we're looking at a 1224, I believe. 1224. So, first thing we do is put our tap follower in. And this is, I just learned this just a couple of days ago. I've had this tap follower for probably 15 years, and I never even considered that you could take it apart. Oh yeah, you take the screw out of the back, and this thing flips around and it has a negative in it for these kinds of taps. And you've seen these taps before. They always frustrated the hell out of me. But then I realized, hey, it fits and it works. So to put our tap follower in, come on. There we go. Tighten that up. And we need to take this down. Maybe about that far. Okay, a little further. Just a tad more. There we go. And get our wrench. Now the key is, the most important part is that these taps go down, or these taps go down evenly and centered. And so we take the extra time because I don't want it screwing up. And we're just taking it down about halfway because I'm going to come in with a drill and this tap and speed drill the rest of the way. So let's back up a little bit. Somewhere in that general area. Where are we at? 4, 3. Okay, on to the next hole, which is, there's 4 of them in here in line, actually 5 with the little 16th inch hole, but we won't do that right now. We're just going to do these 4, and 2 of them are drilled at 266 plus or minus, and 2 of them are drilled at 250 minus 0 plus 5. So we've got a bit of leeway. I'm gonna, on the 250, I'm gonna come in with a reamer and just ream the hole, and that way we know we're exactly 250. So our other size is, where's it at? Oh, here we are. And I marked, when I did the first one, I just came in and wrote down all of the dimensions, so I don't have to mess with that. So our first dimension is 5995 at 266. 5995. Let's go ahead and get that going. 599. Five. Let's bring in a little closer. Now, we are sitting 3 degrees off, so we want to come back to that center line, which is right here. I believe. Snug things down. And I think we're ready to rip. Okay, that's that for that. Now what we're going to do is go all the way to the bottom, because that hole is also a 266. And let's figure out what the measurement is. On the bottom measurement is 266 and 3465. So we're going to go to 3465. And check it one more time. Our bottom hole, 3465 at 266. Let's do it again. Okay, we got those two holes drilled. Now we need to drill the two center holes, which are going to be reamed. So we're going to go a few thousandths under 250. Okay. And our diameter, we look at it. The two center holes are 250 and 250, so we'll go to the 3980. 3980. All right, well, our next measurement is 5480 at 250. So same deal. Okay, this is the fun one. And literally, we have a 16th inch hole to drill right in the center there. And my chuck won't handle it. In fact, none of my chucks will handle it. So I had to come up with a little jeweler's chuck. And then I had to turn it down so that it would fit. And then it was a little off. But it looks pretty straight right there. So I think we're going to go with that. All right. That's the end of that. Now, we come to the center and do 2 holes in the center. One is going to be for a 1/4 inch thread, and the other is going to be for a metric thread. Go figure. So what we're going to do is come back to 0. And that puts us right in the center here, which is where we want to be to drill. Okay. Two 190. Two 190. There's our drill bit. Let's bring it up a bit. And that should get us started. 2190. Yes. Yes. We're set to go. Well, I know it seems out of sequence to be back to working on this, but I couldn't actually drill these, or not drill, but ream these little pilot holes until this moment when everything else is done, and then I come back and ream the pilot holes. So we crank up the mill and we just start punching through. All right, well that was simple enough. Now we come in with a couple of dowel pins. And a little hammer. Try not to mack up the surface too badly. All right, let's get a punch. Punch in a bigger hammer. Hopefully you can still see it. Yeah, pretty much. Just about perfect. All right. We got 2 more to do. Okay, so we've got our final project, or part of the project, in this whole process, and this is called the bobbin assembly, and who knows what that is, but it is this little, hang on, let me get one for you. This little 1/2-inch piece of steel that we're going to drill 4 holes into, and also round off just that one top corner. And you know, how do you chuck up something like that accurately when it can roll back and forth? So what I did is, when I had these cut out, I had a negative cut out that was a little bit smaller. It cost me a couple bucks, or it was like $25 to have it done, and it was like, oh, this is perfect. So, when he cut it out on the laser cutter, it was just a little bit sloppy. You can see that right there. So I decided, okay, let's just split it and drop it in the vise and close the vise up, and that thing, it doesn't move a bit. Now the other problem was that we had, this was equal angles or equal parallels, and so how was I going to get this to clamp? So I just came in and threw just a little bit of a weld on each side of this so that it would clamp in. And then we bring this to that edge right there, drop that in place, and close it up. Maybe a bit of a problem there. But nothing we can't handle. That's good, right there. Tight as a drum. So now we need to lay this out so that our holes are in the center, and then we drill our 4 holes, and then we send them to the powder coater, and he powder coats them, and then we come back, and I'm not sure, do these get threaded? Yep. So they get threaded 1/4 inch, and this is a 250 thousandths. Oh, -1. Oh, interesting. -1? I don't get that. Oh, maybe it's a slip fit here and a tight fit on the other part. Okay, well, that's what he wants, that's what he gets.